Into the third week of 2022, transitioning from anime openings of a Sansan week to Sansan days. And before you dislike the video, let me make myself clear. My dress-up darling and Akebi-chan's sailor uniform are definitely two top-tier go-to series of the season, where both of them are produced by the same studio, Cloverworks. We already have a winner for Best Girl of the Season, and perhaps even in contention for Best Girl of the Year. She's hot, but not lewd. However, having the best girl doesn't necessarily imply being the best anime, and certainly would be a miracle for the studio to pull things off when they're running 3 shows simultaneously without the need of any sacrificial lambs. So, to begin with, the least favorite child of the bunch. It was really surprising how fantastic the 48-minute episode 1 was, with an outstanding protagonist trio of 3 distinct characters of different personalities, the RGB squad, which kind of reminds me of YOASOBI's song Sangenshok. This anime original jumped into the scene as if I had a deja vu of how Wonder Egg Priority came smashing into the scene last year. Yes, they are both Cloverworks anime originals. Yet, for all the poor souls who've watched Wonder Egg, we know how it came to an end. Having the 24th ward cracking this similar egg only took a week, instead of a painful span of 6 months. From the rubbles of crooked figures, to the leaks of a delayed working schedule because of lazy chief animation directors. It's not hard even for us viewers to foresee the disastrous future of this show. But we've got a good opening animation, some of the most creative transitions, though it is a bit PowerPoint-esque, and the story has potential. Let's just pray tragedy doesn't repeat itself. And to lighten things up a bit, we've got Akebi-chan, and the proof that no matter how weird one behaves, as long as she's a cute, pretty anime girl, everyone would accept it. Anyone ever imagined themselves as the nail clipper? Aside from all the shots targeted towards every existing feet fetish weeb out there, Akebi-chan's recreation of rural locales and countryside backgrounds was indeed breathtaking, partnered with the vivid motions of our active protagonist, where you can literally observe the positivity beaming out of this girl's personality. Akebi-chan is definitely a breath of fresh air for those who want to tread on a more light-hearted journey for the upcoming season. Though the Sakuga might not be able to compete with its manga original, and that some might find the anime style peculiar, it's for sure a gem that you won't want to miss out. Perhaps the only concern is that the girls are still middle school girls, and there are people who criticize this series as just as much as they do with Nezuko next door. She's hot, but not lewd. Lastly, we have my dress-up darling, the most cared and invested child out of the 3. It's been a while since we had such a distinctive best girl, a charming personality, radiating passion, just full mindset, and most of all, being thick. She's hot, but not lewd. All of this adds up and shouts out the question to us. Why didn't I have a classmate like Kitagawa Marin? Aside from such a captivating heroine, the success of the franchise could also count on how resonant Gojo Satoru is reflected to our otaku selves. Though the anime industry has grown to become one of the contemporary mainstream form of entertainment, and the title of being an otaku or a weeb is slowly dialing the knob towards a more positive reputation. I'm sure some point in life we all have been rejected when sharing our own hobby, and it is a PTSD that we all share. How Wakana slowly changes through Marin is perhaps the part we all look forward to, and also a point that could be reflected onto ourselves. Except the fact there ain't going to be a Marin next to us. Being a fan as early as the manga serialization began, for this part, I really couldn't get it over my mind. For your information, this is not a scene from the manga. It's an anime production team's original. I mean seriously, how did she not crack her head and that's like 2 meters up in the air and not even asking how she got ejected in the first place? Yes, nitpicking. Deal with it. Also, God forbid any NTR doujins of this. Rent-a-girlfriend official is enough for our scars. Just keep her clean with all these refreshing illustrations and she's hot but not lewd. So to answer my own question, I'd say yes and no. Yes, Cloverworks is definitely overrated when it comes to its own original works. In order to make the other two float, one has to suffocate under the water. That just sucks. And as someone who did get hyped up because of the 24th Ward's episode 1, I'd call it a shame. But yes, please go give it a shot if you haven't watched it yet. At the same time, to answer my question again, no. My dress-up darling is receiving the attention that it deserves. And perhaps you should ask yourself, why didn't you discover the manga beforehand? Let's call it a day for now, and continue to look forward to what these shows will bring us. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Oh, and she's hot, but not lewd.